Budgets can be intimidating. Let's face it, even figuring out our household budget can be a daunting task. With that in mind, we've put together this short video to explain the process for FUMC Denton. Our church budget reflects our best thinking about the sources and uses of the funds we need to do ministry here as we seek to shine God's love into every life. So let's get started. Budgets are about money in and money out, just like at home. Let's start with how we estimate our spending. Early in the summer, ministry areas begin planning for the coming year. We take a careful look at the programs we want to sustain and new areas of ministry we want to explore. This includes staffing, building needs, and operating expenses for programs. We also estimate ongoing expenses that keep the church functioning, such as utilities, maintenance, debt service, special facility projects, and the like. And we estimate the ever-increasing cost of staff benefits like medical insurance and pensions. This list of money out goes to the ad board in early August and becomes the initial budget request. Using the budget from last year, let's look at the four main categories of expenses. They are personnel, facilities and operations, conference apportionments, and ministry programming. Imagine that the annual budget was a dollar bill. The amounts spent on these categories are as follows. Personnel is the largest category, representing a little bit more than 57.5 cents of our dollar. Our human resources are how we activate the plans we make for ministry. We have 14 full-time and 34 part-time staff, not including the extension ministries of CDO, Fun Stop, and the Academy. This includes our clergy, our music staff, children's education, administrative support, and the maintenance and custodial staff. They all team with us, the 1,750 members of the congregation, to accomplish our mission. The second largest category is facilities and operations. We spend a little less than 29.5 cents of our dollar here. There's a lot going on in this category. It breaks down like this: 10 cents for facilities, grounds, and vehicle upkeep, 8 cents for utilities, 7 cents pays on the debt for the East Wing and the Monroe renovation projects. Information technology costs less than 2 cents. And less than 2 cents is spent on office supplies, office machines, postage, and software. And lastly, we spend less than 1 cent for printing, website maintenance, advertising, and marketing. Conference apportionments are the next category. 7.5 cents of each dollar is sent on to our conference. This represents our contribution to the missions and programs of the United Methodist Church locally, nationally, and around the world. The last category includes ministry program expenses. This accounts for a bit less than 5.5 cents of our dollar. Now, this may seem like a tiny proportion, but remember that all of the other, and staffing in particular, are expenses that make our ministry programs possible. That's the money out part of the budget. Last year, that total amount was $2,223,041. Put another way, it cost $4.24 a minute in 2017 to provide ministry at FUMC Denton. Now, let's examine the money in part of the budget. In late summer, while the ministry areas are estimating needs, the Budget Committee examines the various sources of funds. They study current giving trends, growth predictions, and the general economic health of our community. The committee compares the money in estimate with the money out requests and works to reconcile the two to establish the preliminary budget. Using our dollar bill again, we'll use the 2017 revenue budget to illustrate where the money in comes from. There are four main categories of revenue: annual estimates of giving, contributions from folks who did not submit an estimate of giving, endowment income and facility fees, and collection plate and Sunday school offerings. The most reliable and important source comes from the estimates of giving. 70 cents of our dollar come from this source. Remember that since we're planning a budget for the coming year, these estimates of giving are critical. Helping folks prayerfully consider their commitment to the church for the coming year is what the fall funding campaign is all about. Next comes giving from folks who did not return an estimate of giving. This accounts for about 12 cents of our revenue dollar. Endowment income and facilities fees makes up around 16.5 cents, while collection plate and Sunday school offerings account for the final cent and a half. The money in estimate for 2017 was $2,223,041. It was a balanced budget. Nice work. Here's the thing, though. Last year, the money in we expected was less than our anticipated expenses. We filled that gap with a variety of one-time only sources. We received a generous estate gift, and we used some of our fund balances. Think rainy day fund. Those one-time only sources are not available to us for 2018. In fact, if we were to propose a 2018 budget similar to 2017, we predict a shortfall of approximately $230,000 based upon historical giving models. That's where those estimates of giving come in again. We would need estimates of giving for 2018 to increase by 10% over last year's level to continue doing ministry at the same level. To return to our dollar bill example, we would need an extra dime, 10 cents, to sustain our efforts. As we often hear in worship, everything that happens at FUMC Denton flows from the sustained generosity of members and friends. From all of us. Whether you have submitted an estimate of giving for many years or are thinking about it for the first time, we hope you'll remember that extra thin dime. Thank you for your giving spirit.